This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ledeen. Here's a look at your top headlines on this Thursday morning. Michigan lawmakers are considering a bill that will expand insurance coverage for over-the-counter contraception. Current federal law only requires insurers to pay for birth control if it's prescribed. Members of the Michigan House approved the bill Wednesday. It now goes to the Michigan House of Representatives. Arbor teachers worried about the rising cost of health care rallied Wednesday night at the district school board meeting. They're demanding better benefits and pay. The teachers say they cannot keep absorbing costs like health care without getting a raise like neighboring districts.
It just makes me sad that here we are after last year where we had to fight to keep our jobs because of the $25 million deficit that the district caused. And now here we are again fighting for our jobs. And it's not the community's fault and it's not our fault, and yet we're being told to bear the brunt of it.
The teacher's current contract expires at the end of next year. The district says negotiations are underway and they hope to have an agreement soon. In Detroit, a second suspect has turned himself in after a police officer was dragged during a dangerous getaway attempt. It happened Tuesday night when the officers ordered an 18-year-old and a 17-year-old to get out of their car. Instead, the driver rammed a police cruiser and took off, dragging one of the officers. Other officers opened fire. Police later found the car and the 18-year-old who had been wounded by police. The 17-year-old turned himself in on Wednesday. He was questioned by police and released as the investigation continues. Members of the nonprofit Covenant House are doing what they can to help the homeless during this dangerously cold weather. One of our CBS Detroit crews rode along with them Wednesday night as they passed out blankets, hand warmers, and snacks to those on the street. They say many of the homeless are under the age of 25. Several warming centers are open, among them Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries, the Butzel Family Center, the Armada Senior Center in Macomb County, and the Caustic Activity Center in Farmington Hills. We have a complete list on our website. Right now, let's get to Stacy and the next weather forecast for this Thursday. A lot of snow out there right now, Stacy.
Yes, and there is still more moving into the area this morning, so we could see a little bit more accumulation. And in fact, we are under a winter weather advisory for Livingston, Washtenaw, Oakland, Macomb, and Wayne County. That is through 10 a.m. Taking a look at the futurecast, we see that light snow still moving into the area, especially between 94 and M59. We'll see that finally come to an end later this morning, and we'll see mostly cloudy conditions for the rest of the day. It is going to be breezy out there, though, and that is going to contribute to these very cold temperatures. So when you're heading out the door this morning, wind chills near zero or below. And even at lunchtime, if you are heading out, we're still going to see -1 in Pontiac, 3 in Detroit and Mount Clemens. It is going to be a very chilly day. Even when we hit our high this afternoon, temperatures are still going to feel like they're in the single digits. So if you have to spend any amount of time outdoors today, be sure and layer up. We're looking at wind chills this morning and wind gusts over 30 miles per hour sticking around for the morning hours, a little bit lighter in the afternoon, but still quite strong, and throughout the evening hours as well. There is a break on the way. We've got a warm-up heading our way for this weekend. We'll see temperatures in the 40s again as we head into next week. Chris?
Thanks for that, Stacy. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.